Independence isn't a flag. It's not just a date on a calendar. It's not a line in a constitution or a military parade. Real independence is about control. Control over your land, your economy, your destiny. And in Burkina Faso, that fight is burning, led by a 36-year-old soldier turned revolutionary, Ibrahim Traoré. Burkina Faso, formerly Upper Volta, won its independence from France in 1960. But like many post-colonial nations, that freedom came with strings. French military bases, French economic policies, French mining contracts. For decades, wealth flowed out while poverty remained. Leaders came and went, some inspired, others corrupt, but the system stayed intact. Then came Thomas Sankara, the legendary African Che Guevara. He tried to break the cycle. He renamed the country Burkina Faso, land of upright people, but Sankara was assassinated in 1987. Some say by those afraid of his dream, some say the system got him. Now, decades later, another young captain has emerged from the ranks, echoing Sankara's fire. That man is Ibrahim Traoré, October 2022. After years of political instability, coups, and terrorist attacks, the people were tired. So was the army. Traoré, barely 34 years old, led a bloodless coup against the previous military junta, promising real change. He didn't walk in with suits or speeches. He came in combat fatigues, no lavish motorcade, just mission. And his mission? Restore security, reclaim sovereignty, and reconnect the people to their land. But every bold move comes with enemies. Traoré isn't just fighting terrorists in the Sahel. He's fighting the invisible empire, foreign powers with deep economic interests. Multinational mining firms extracting gold while local communities starve, political elites tied to the old system, and media machines painting him as a military dictator. But to many in Africa, he's a symbol of something else, defiance. They see the pressures he faces, the veiled threats, the sanctions, the smear campaigns. And yet, he stands, not just for Burkina Faso, but for every African nation tired of dependency dressed as diplomacy. Traoré isn't just giving speeches. He's changing structures. He's created volunteers for the defense of the homeland, community-based defense forces to protect villages when the army can't. He's redirected mining revenues to fund schools, clinics, and agriculture. He's demanded transparency in contracts. He's cut ties with France and removed French military forces from the country. He's turned to regional partnerships with Mali, Niger, and Guinea, building an alliance of resistance, and all of this before turning 36. Of course, not everyone is clapping. Some say his methods are rash. Others worry about authoritarian drift. International watchdogs raise alarms over press freedom and the rule of law. But Traoré doesn't pretend to be perfect. He knows the cost of boldness. He's survived at least 2 assassination attempts. He travels discreetly. His circle is tight. But when asked about the danger, he responded, "If I must die for my country to rise, then so be it." That is not politics. That is conviction. Traoré is not just a leader. He's become a symbol, especially for the youth. In Ouagadougou and across West Africa, murals of him stand tall. Chants of Traoré, Traoré echo in rallies. He speaks their language, not just linguistically, but emotionally. He gives young Africans something rare, a leader who looks like them, talks like them, and fights for them. They see in him what they saw in Sankara, but with modern tools, the phone, the camera, the global stage. Traoré is going viral, not for dancing or trending, but for resisting. Burkina Faso's battle is not isolated. It's a mirror. It reflects the broader African dilemma. Will the 21st century belong to Africa, or will it be a repeat of the past? Traoré believes it can be different. His struggle is unfinished. His leadership will be tested. But one thing is clear. He has drawn a new line in the red dust of West Africa, and on that line he stands. Not as a puppet, not as a prince, but as a patriot. Ibrahim Traoré versus the system. This isn't just his fight. It's Africa's. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. We appreciate your feedback.